Hey everybody, this is Viper4724, and I got a request to make a cycling deck with Jace, Unraveler of Secrets. So I wanted to put that together, show it to you guys, show you how great an old Planeswalker can still be with some modern mechanics, and also I wanted to show off a deck that's not using Drakehaven, that's still based around cycling. And the goal here is going to be getting to Jace's third ability. Once you get to his third ability with Unravel, you're getting +4/+4 for every card that you draw on all of your creatures. So, let's take a look. Obviously, we have our cycling cards with the Hieroglyphic Illumination, the Floodwaters, the Imaginary Threats. It's nice to have a creature, two creatures with cycling, and three creatures with cycling, I'm sorry, and that gives you more than enough cycling to keep drawing the cards. And I also wanted to take a look at what else I added in the deck. Pull from tomorrow, discard one card, draw 5 cards. It only costs 2. It's huge. It's a great deck starter when you're looking for that new perspectives. Getting that new perspectives into play is always key when you're using a cycling deck. It's great for any cycling deck. It's great for a lot of decks because it even helps you draw 3 cards. And chances are, if you're playing Type 2 right now, this is you're going to have a cycling card in your deck, so it gives you 3 mana for cycling cards too. Okay, so if you haven't noticed, this is a completely Type 2 deck. I wanted to use everything in standard format to give you a deck that you can come out and play with right now. And if you want to add Drakehaven to it, it's only going to make the deck better. Great to use. So with Sphinx's Tutelage, every time we're drawing a card, we're making it harder for the opponent to cast cards. I absolutely love Vizier of Many Faces. As you're building and building and building, this is the one creature you can keep putting into play and just keep doubling and tripling up on your attack damage. It's absolutely great. And the key to getting continuous cycling is Curator of Mysteries. When you cycle a card, you draw another card. So every time you cycle, you draw 2 cards total. And plus he has cycling himself. And a great addition to this deck, if you can't get by an opponent that keeps trying to take your cards, if whatever's happening, the Striped Riverwinder is awesome. Using Hexproof, still has cycling. It's a 5/5. Absolutely awesome card that I haven't got to use very much. So, I mean, there's the deck that I would use. Let's test it out, see what we can do with it. We are playing Sarkhan, so he's probably going to be killing off our creatures pretty regularly, which is going to benefit us by getting the Hexproof into play. So this whole time, we want to be drawing cards as much as possible, and we want to be getting to that third ability as quickly as possible. I never like to play Vizier of Many Faces in the first creature slot, but I always want to have her full mana to make sure that I can cast her whenever I want to. Let's make sure we get the Sphinx out right away so it's harder on him the entire game to play any cards. I didn't mention in this video, but I'm going to now, the Vizier of Tumbling Sands. I absolutely love this card because when you cycle this card, all of your creatures lose Disable. And when it comes into play, all of your creatures lose Disable. It's a great card to play against a white control deck. It's awesome to have in your deck. Anytime you play a white deck, I would throw this in there just in case, because chances are you're going to get a Hix's Prison, you're going to get cast out, all that kind of stuff. I am going to hold on to it because I don't know what I'm going to use it for yet. Okay, so I need to get some other cards in my hand. It's okay to get rid of that right now. That's fine too. There we go. Okay, so we got our new perspectives. It would be great to get something else to draw some more cards in my hand. We are going to use our next extra turn. Always use your extra turn. It's even better when you can get a nice little pull and, you know, get an extra card into play when we're going for ruins. We are going to get rid of the tutelage here, and we're going to cycle as many cards as we can. Which was only one, and then we're going to pull from tomorrow to fill our hand up. All at the same time, we are making his cards harder to play. As you can see, we got a double play here with ruins, getting black draw, and let's see if we get anything good here. There we go, our river winder. Got a vizier. Since they both have cycling, they both gain 3 mana. So we already have a start on getting these into play. So what we're going to do, work on putting those out. We are going to cycle again. See how close we are at 16, so not this turn, but next turn we should hopefully be able to get to where we want to be on our third ability. And the goal is to have all your creatures on the board for one turn by the time you get to that third ability. Okay, so right now I don't want to play pull from tomorrow because I don't want to get rid of my Vizier of Many Faces. But we are going to get these creatures into play pretty quick. And I don't have a good color draw, so I am going to go with the ruins here. Vizier's going to come out first. Okay, well, even better, we got a Curator. So, I'm going to go with the Curator and the River Winder. Still no good color draws. Okay, so right now I really don't want to play or pop that blue bubble there. I mean, if it happens, it happens, which it did. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought my Vizier was in last. No, okay, so that was completely fine. That actually worked out perfect. So we got an extra draw. We made it to the third ability. We have the Curator on the board. I'm still going to be selfish here. I'm going to get one more creature on the board. Going to get rid of this. Hold on to everything else. I'm actually going to drop my first Vizier. I don't know why I dropped my first Vizier. First Vizier should have stayed on the board. I should have got rid of my second Vizier. Bad play by me. Everybody learn your lessons from the way that I did not play correctly. So we're just going to leave everything on the board. Let's take a look at what we do here with the cycling. So we're drawing 2 cards every time, so we're getting +8/+8 for every single creature on the board every single time. While that's happening, we're using the Sphinx's tutelage to decrease his cards, or to increase his cards' mana cost. And the entire time, all we're doing is building for a single round hit. It's going to kill him in one play. Completely debilitate him, and you can see how quickly, how effectively this deck works with all the extra drawing. And as you can see, I was deleting any card. I'm deleting any card that doesn't have cycle right now because we're drawing 2 cards. I want to make sure that I'm getting that 2 draw every single time I cycle. So we're building as quickly as we possibly can. And, I mean, there we go. Can take them out right now. I'm actually going to. We'll leave the curator untapped here. Throw those up there. I mean, absolutely beautiful deck. Thank you for the request. I absolutely enjoyed making it. Any more requests, please throw them at me. Love making different decks, showing them off. As you can see, quick deck, extremely fast growing. Absolutely awesome. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching.